Hey guys, it's Justin here, and today I've got the review for you of the Samsung Galaxy Gear. Samsung is one of the first major companies to really step into the wearable technology market, starting out with the watch. And although I will start out by saying that this product is not perfect, there is still a lot to like about this product, and it really shows us or gives us a sneak peek of what we could be seeing coming in the future from other major companies. It features a 1.63-inch Super AMOLED display with a 320 by 320 resolution, bringing it up to a 278 ppi, which is actually pretty impressive considering it is a smartwatch. The display is extremely sharp and the colors do look very good on it. It is available in a whole variety of colors to suit your taste, including a black, an ivory, orange, brown, yellow, and rose gold. Inside the watch, you've got an 800 MHz processor to power this watch. You've also got a 315 mAh battery that is said to last you approximately 25 hours from Samsung, and the device compatibility of this watch is with the Galaxy Note 3, Note 2, S4, S4 Mini, and also select models of the Samsung Galaxy S3. So if you don't have these phones, you might want to look elsewhere, as you will not be able to use this watch with it, at least for now. So in terms of the comfort, you can put on the watch very easily, and you can actually adjust the sizing depending on your wrist size, but I think it's very easy to take on or off, and although it isn't overly comfortable, it doesn't really feel that bad. It is just something that you're going to get used to, but the good thing is that it is actually extremely light, so it doesn't really weigh down the hand with the components. On the watch face itself, there really isn't too much buttons at all. There's actually only one. On the side, you've got your sleep wake or power button to turn on and off the device or just wake it up very simply, but aside from that, everything else is touch controlled. On one side of the strap, you've got a 1.9 megapixel camera, which is what seemed to get the most attention. A lot of people were very interested in taking photos with that. Although the camera isn't amazing, I wouldn't actually say it's that bad, considering it is built in on a smartwatch after all. It also allows you to record up to 15 seconds of 720p video, and it will automatically transfer it over to your device via Bluetooth 4.0. So let's also give you a quick representation of that as well. So this is just a quick video test on the Samsung Galaxy Gear. It is going to be rather short, as it can only take 15 seconds of video at a time. On the clasp, you have a series of microphones. There's actually two noise cancellation microphones and also a speaker built into this. And from my tests, it actually did sound pretty decent, as you can also make calls directly from the Samsung Galaxy Gear. In order to charge up the Gear, you will see on the back of the watch itself there's a set of pins. You'll have to use a device that Samsung has provided. Just click it over that and connect it via micro USB to charge up this watch. So here I'm just going to demonstrate it. You can see it kind of looks cool, I guess, but that's not really that important. Its purpose is solely to charge the device, but also serve as an NFC tag while pairing the device for the first time with your smartphone. So all you need is your watch. Just put it in, click the actual mechanism over, and you're good to go. You just plug it in via micro USB, and that is how it enables you to charge your watch, which again you'll probably be having to do pretty often, as the watch itself has a battery life of just around 25 hours. So now let's run you through a tour of the actual interface of the Galaxy Gear. So you have all your basic controls, or what Samsung probably thinks you'll be using most on the Galaxy Gear. Here's just a look at the settings. There's the display, volume, sound, those basic functions. Just go back, all you got to do is just swipe down and take a look at that. You've also got a pedometer options if you want to use that, and you also have a series of applications that you're able to utilize, and hopefully more to come as developers create applications specifically for the Galaxy Gear. So there's a look at the camera. There's also some settings here. You can either take the videos or photos in squares, or also set it to a 4:3, or in video you can set it to a 16:9 aspect ratio. You can also set some quick toggle commands from the power button itself, what you like it to do when you double tap it, so that makes it very easy to access some of your apps. So I would say that the Galaxy Gear pretty much relies on the smartphone completely, and it pretty much does need it to perform some of its major functions that you will likely have purchased it for. So there is actually an application called Galaxy Gear that they have made specifically for the actual smartwatch. Here you can see is some of the watch faces. You can also download some more, and there's actually a few things on it in the store as well. But one of the major complaints about the Galaxy Gear was the fact that there really wasn't much going on with it in terms of the app side. You can see here are your major functions that are already built into the watch itself, such as the voice memos, enabling you to record short clips. There's also the S voice controls that you can toggle controls on your phone, such as, and you've also got some look at all your apps as well as your favorite apps. And again, you can kind of format that and pick where you want each app to be to make it for your convenience to access them. So now let's take a look at some of the applications you could expect available for the Galaxy Gear, and for the record, there really isn't that many. At least for the good ones, I wasn't really able to find that many that I really wanted to use. So looking at the social networking, I guess there is some options there, but a lot of these apps are still in their first stages, and some of which even crash upon opening the app up, so I guess there is some updates needed, but again, the Gear is actually still rather new when you think about it. It was announced alongside the Galaxy Note 3 early in September, and I would still say that it is in its early stages, and that we do need to really give it some more time to determine if it's a product worth it or not. But no matter how old it is, a good product definitely needs its developers, and that is probably going to be what determines the route that the Galaxy Gear is going to take over in the future. Currently, yes, there are some applications, but a lot of the good ones, or the ones that work at least, are the ones that are built in by Samsung. Aside from one eBay notification application I found, everything else didn't really intrigue me, either that or had very poor ratings stating that the application didn't even load up, in which case it is virtually useless. And from what you see on the applications page, right now it only consists of very basic things, such as your normal stopwatch, timer, schedule, voice memos. Pedometer, I guess, is a good function to work in conjunction with S-Health. But really, like I've said before, the bottom line is that Samsung really needs to encourage developers to produce applications for this device. You've also got S-Voice on the Galaxy Gear, which allows you to give voice commands to it just like you would on the Galaxy phone. And here you can see I'm just loading up an application and it works perfectly. Here you could see me changing up the watch faces, which for the most part is what people are going to be using the most, checking the time on the watch itself, as after all, that's what a watch is made for. You can see you can just control it on your Samsung Galaxy Note 3 or compatible phone, and that will allow you to very easily change up the watch faces, and you can see it works instantaneously. One of the other things I was rather disappointed about was the notifications. Of course, notifications are very important in a smartwatch, and it is what keeps you connected when you do not actually have your phone out. However, I will say that the notifications were extremely vague. They don't even show a preview. In fact, all they say is the app name and just tell you have a notification, but they don't really give you a preview or what type of notification, so I kind of wish that they would have done that in a software update. So now onto my final thoughts of the Galaxy Gear. I would definitely say that there are some great things going on with this watch, and don't get me wrong, I really had a lot of fun testing out this product. But one thing is that it is very early in its stages, and it is one of the first major companies to step out with a smartwatch, which I would commend Samsung for doing. But in this state it is right now, I would like to see much more developers kind of step in and create some more applications specific for the Galaxy Gear in order to take advantage of its hardware, in order to make this device really worth its $300. However, for those who enjoy the current features that it has right now and don't really want to ask for more, this is definitely the watch for you. It is very stylish, it actually worked pretty well, and it has a beautiful display. But aside from that, more information on the product will be in the description section below, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video.